Okay, welcome everybody. Today's project is how to beautify, and I'm doing this on my phone, how to beautify a lackluster garden pot. I bought this pot years ago. As you can see, it's been used and reused and probably reused from Walmart or, somewhere. And it's a very cherry red on the inside. I do not like that for my purposes. So I've actually already started, and actually I was experimenting with spray painting garden soil to the rim to give it kind of a textured look, and I really like that. So in future videos I'm going to be playing with it. But what I want to do with this is twofold. First of all, as you can see, I have taken Rust-Oleum's metallic silver. Let's see if I can get that in there. It's a little bright out here. I don't like the finish for this paint. It takes too many coats to actually really effectively change the color of something. It sprays on really super light. It seems to take a while to dry, and if you're in a high wind area, then debris and stuff is going to hit it. So first of all, health disclaimer, if you're going to be spray painting things, do it in a well-ventilated room or preferably outside. Don't huff the spray paint. That never ends well. So what I'm going to do is I've already spray painted the base color, which, as you can see, it's a very thorough spray paint all the way around. And that took 4, maybe 5 coats. And then what I went ahead and did a drip, which is totally intentional. That's not because I screwed up. And I'm going to do my second drip layer in black. And then what we're going to do is do the trim of the top and the bottom also in black. So that way the middle, this area right here, and sorry that it fades in and out. Like I said, this is my phone. So that way the middle area is the area that will have the silver and then the black drip overlay. This part and this part will actually be solid black. And in fact, we're going to use a burnished metal black on that, not just a traditional black. Now the black, because this is not, a big critical thing, is just Walmart's very cheap. I think this is $1 or 80 cents or something like that. Spray paint. It does not do well on plastic as the base coat. So if you're going to spray paint this on plastic, you're going to want to get a primer. Whereas the Rust-Oleum usually does pretty well. It depends on the oil content within the plastic. So this is a pretty dry plastic. It's not oily to the touch. You'll be able to feel it. It's got more resin than oil to the mixture of the plastic. But if you've got something that's got a high gloss finish or is like ceramic with a gloss, you don't want to use this, and generally speaking, you do want to use a primer. So hopefully I will not kill myself with the wind factor, and let me switch hands, because I am predominantly right-handed. Now, to achieve this effect, what we're going to do is simply go down and let the spray paint, kind of run where it will. We're not guiding it. I want some that are short, so we'll use less. Some that are long, so we'll use more. And then we'll guide in short bursts to fine-tune any coloring. Now, the texturing from the multiple drip patterns I did in silver is not really a big deal. I'm not concerned about messing those up because the textures will show through. It's actually just the colors that we want to get done, and I actually do want those just a little longer. So, as you can see, the more you add, the longer the tendrils run. There we go. And I really want them uneven. I even want this black here to be kind of faded and splotchy in some areas. I don't want it uniform at all. So now, when you're spray painting, you want to judge, maybe by spray painting on something like cardboard, what kind of coat. You can just, lean your cardboard up against a wall or a fence or something. But you want to actually take a look at how close your spray paint needs to be. And you can possibly see that hair that just flew from nowhere. Now, my garden is going to be, oh, that's beautiful, in purples and blacks and silvers and beaten colors of metal and just really kind of dark. And, I'd actually plant a willow tree or two back here if I could, but willow trees require quite a bit of water, and I do not have a water source to support that. So maybe water lilies. I'm not really sure with my schedule if I've got the time to do something like that. Now, what I don't like with this area is that there we go. And the more that you go over it, the more layers you put over it. As you can see, you're giving it added dimension and texture. So you're still able to see the silver, but you're also getting that nice black texture and that kind of run pattern. So that's pretty good for the moment. We're going to let it dry. There we go. That's nice. And then what we're going to do is, once this is fully dry in a day or two, depending on the weather, we're going to mask this off, top and bottom, and then we're going to do a very uniform beaten metal. I haven't decided exactly what shade yet, but I'm kind of the queen of spray paint, like, especially right now, blacks, purples, glosses, silvers. If you can imagine it, outside of glitter, Walmart did not have any glitter. That has to be ordered online, so I'll get around to it. But this is part 1, and stick with it, and I will see you guys later. Bye.